Hello everyone, welcome back to your science class. Today again I'll continue chapter 10, Light and Shadow, and in today's class we will discuss all about shadow. You might have tried to make such dark shapes using your fingers, your hand by blocking the light. So children, this is shadow. A shadow is made when an object blocks light. In your previous class you have learned that the light travels in straight line. Okay, and if light is blocked, then only the shadow is formed. So children, when any opaque object like our finger, hands, books is placed in front of source of light, it blocks the path of light. You all know that opaque objects do not pass light, thus a dark patch is formed due to the blocking of the light. So this dark patch formed due to the blocking of light by an opaque object or even by a translucent object is called a shadow. Let's perform an activity to understand the shadow formed by transparent, translucent and opaque object. Children, remember these are the different types of object you have learned in your previous science class. Okay, so for doing this activity you need a transparent object like plastic sheet, a translucent object, a butter paper and an opaque object like thick cardboard, and you need torch, a source of light and a screen where you can form the shadow. Now hold the cardboard in front of the screen and project the light of the torch from other side. Now do the same procedure with butter paper and then with a plastic sheet. Children, you'll find that shadow formed by these three objects is different. You will see that shadow formed by an opaque object means cardboard is dark and clear as it blocks the light completely. Okay, and you will see that shadow formed by a butter paper or a translucent object is lighter as it blocks the light only partially. But you will find that no shadow will form from the transparent sheet. Reason? Because it allows all the light to pass through this. So the conclusion of this activity is that the shadow are formed by opaque and translucent object only. No shadow will form from transparent object like glass, plastic sheets. The reason is that the transparent objects allow all light to pass through. So no shadow will form from transparent objects. Now let's discuss the characteristics of the shadow. The first is shadow are formed on the opposite side of the source of light. Second, a shadow does not show the color of the object. It is always black. If you are using object or red color, blue color or any color, the shadow will always be dark and black in color. A shadow only shows the outline of the object. It will not show the detail of the object used for making the shadow. Let's do an activity and just see the characteristics of the shadow. For doing this activity, you need a table lamp or even a torch, which is a source of light, and any opaque object. Place the table lamp on a table near a wall as it is showing in the picture. Now place the book between the lamp and the wall and observe the shadow form on the wall. Move the book away from the lamp and then towards the lamp and observe, is there any change in the formation of shadow? So you will observe that a dark shadow is formed on the wall. Okay, and the shadow becomes smaller and less dark when the object is moved away from the lamp. Means when you will keep the object away from the lamp near the wall, you will find the shadow size will change. You will find it is smaller and less dark. But as you move the objects near the lamp, means towards the lamp, the shadow size will change again and you find the bigger and darker shadow. So the conclusion is the shadow is formed on the opposite side of source of light, which you have read in the characteristic. That is first, it is proof. Second, you find the shadow is always black. You find only outline of the object. And third thing, you find that size of the shadow also changes and it depends upon the distance between the object and source of light. When you keep the object near the light, then you find bigger shadow. Okay, and when you keep the object away from the light near the screen, you find the size of the shadow is smaller. So let's study the formation of shadow in day, night and even in dim light. So for doing this activity, you need an opaque object, two torches. One torch with the brighter than the other, means one torch with the bright light and another torch with a dim light, and a screen to form the shadow. On a clear sunny day, go out in the open and cast a shadow of cardboard on the ground as it is showing in the picture. Means during daytime, go out from the room and form this shadow using a cardboard. Now do the same thing in the night also, and you will find that no shadow is formed. Now hold the cardboard in the front of a screen on a wall of the room and project light on it from the torch with the bright light. You have to take two torches, so use the torch which have the bright light and try to form the shadow. Okay, now repeat this process again with a torch with dim light. So children, you will find some difference in the shadow which is formed. So you will observe that the shadow is sharpest and clearest in bright sunlight, means during day. The shadow which you form during day is the darkest, sharpest and the clearest. But when you try to find the shadow in the dark, in night, no shadow you will find. And third, you will find that shadow is clear and sharper in the bright light using the torch which produces the bright light. Okay, but you will find the shadow is faint, not clear, less sharp in the dim light. So the conclusion from this activity is that a clear and sharp shadow is formed in daylight. No shadow is formed in the night due to the absence of light source, and a shadow is dim and less sharp in dim light as compared to that in bright light. So it is clear from the above activity that during day the shadow is sharpest, while during night no shadow is formed. And the shadow depends upon the intensity of light. Means in dim light the shadow is also dim, and in bright light the shadow is also sharp and clear. Now the questions come. Can we see the shadows during night too? So the answer is yes. If there is a source of light available like moonlight, or you are using the artificial light, that is bulb, torch or candle. So you can also form the shadows during night also. You learn that shadow can be formed during day, but the size of the shadow also changes during the day. So throughout the day you will find the shadow is sharpest at the noon around 12. So you find that shadow is always short because the sun is directly over our head, and the length of shadow is longer during the day, in the morning and even in evening, just late afternoon. So you understood that shape and length of the shadow also keep changing, and it's also depending on the source of light. Now there are conditions for the formation of shadow. What are these conditions? Let's see. First, you need a source of light. It can be a natural source like sun, or even you can use artificial source of light like bulb, lamp or even a torch. Second, you need a transparent or an opaque object. As you have learned that opaque objects do not allow any light to pass through them, so the shadow formed by opaque object is the darker one. Even you can form with the translucent object also. And third, you need a screen, means a surface where you will form the shadow. So this is all for today, children. In today's class we have discussed what is shadow, how the shadow will form, what are the conditions for the formation of shadow, and how the size and length of the shadow also varies with the source of the light. So this is all for today. Thank you everyone.